first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
It seems that the first rule of Billionaire Fight Club is you don't talk about Billionaire Fight Club. Except, of course, on Twitter, where the whole world can ignite on fire and support their favorite tech billionaire. So this should be pretty interesting. Sometimes in a world that is stranger than fiction itself. At first I thought this whole thing was a giant joke, PR stunt.
If you fight any celebrity, who'd you fight?
But supposedly the Meta spokesperson, Iska Zarek, confirmed with The Verge that this whole thing will happen. They're quoted as saying that the story speaks for itself. So,
let's get ready to rumble!
And to make things more fun, if you're a gambler, you can place your bets online. BetOnline.ag. According to the odds, Elon Musk has the upper hand. But does he really? So let's take a look at some of the differences between the two cage fighters. Elon said the location would be the Vegas Octagon, which is an MMA fighting cage. There's quite a bit of difference between the two billionaires. Now, Elon's like 51 years old, where the Zuck is only 39. Big difference.
Let me explain to you why there are weight classes in MMA.
Elon coming in at 5'11", a healthy height, whereas Mark is a very tiny man at 5'7". And doing a Google search, he comes in at 154 pounds. Very light, small man. Where I was actually shocked to learn that Elon comes in at 178 pounds, because he looks a lot bigger. He's got this barrel body shape. He's got the classic dad bod. Another major difference is, of course, their net worth. The Zuck comes in at just over $100 billion at 103. Elon's coming in at $236 billion. Oof. So when it comes to the billions, Elon is definitely the heavyweight. Whereas Mark has done Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a while now, supposedly Elon has played around and dabbled in multiple martial arts. Karate, Taekwondo, Judo. But he's not competing, and he doesn't seem to be doing it consistently. Granted, he's a lot busier than Mark. He's got like 20 kids, 10 different companies, whereas Mark just has one company and 3 kids. On top of these classic martial arts, Elon has also dabbled in sumo wrestling. This one was pretty funny. Found a picture of him fighting a giant sumo wrestler, but funny enough, Elon did not wear the classic sumo outfit. Probably for the best. And speaking of working out, Elon did say after the whole confirmation of the fight, he said he almost never works out, except for picking up his kids and throwing them around. Does have a lot of kids though. Honestly, I think they would both lose to Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is super jacked. Check out Mark Zuckerberg hitting the podium to get his medal for jiu-jitsu. Again, are these guys intimidated by his billions? Maybe that's why they let him win. I don't know. Supposedly back in May, he competed in his first jiu-jitsu tournament and won some medals for the Guerrilla Jiu-Jitsu team. But he did win the featherweight division. So supposedly he won the gold medal in the Nogi Master 1 white belt featherweight division. White belt. So this is like ultra rookie. He's no black belt, obviously. Apparently the Zuck's passion for jiu-jitsu all started during COVID-19. According to his trainer Kai Wu, CNN wrote about this. They said, no match was easy for the Zuck and everything was earned. That it was his honor to train the Zuck. Even Joe Rogan went on to praise the Zuck for his gold medals in that jiu-jitsu tournament. Called him a savage. That's a very nice compliment considering Joe Rogan is a huge jiu-jitsu fan. Now going back to Elon, he did tell Joe Rogan that throughout his life, he's dabbled with some martial arts. Kyokushin karate, taekwondo, judo, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu throughout his life. Who knows for how long or at what kind of level for each, right? Apparently the billionaires have been throwing jabs at each other in terms of business. Zuckerberg thinks that Twitter is underperforming. On top of that, they're creating a rival. Meta is making a Twitter rival, claiming that the rival app would be sanely run. Sanely run, code word for anything could be, well, surprise, surprise.
If this is your first night at Fight Club, you have to fight.
But supposedly this all started with somebody on Twitter named KW Markov at AOL.com. He said that Elon should actually be careful, where Elon responded that he's up for a cage match if the Zuck would be up for it. Zuckerberg responding, send me the location. But I don't know, the Zuck does look mighty tough in these pictures, I gotta say. Bulletproof vest, camo, boxing gloves. Hilariously, Elon has a move called the walrus, where, he basically just lays on you and you can't move.
A move called the walrus, where I just lie on you and you can't get away.
The guy can joke about his own physical appearance. I suspect that a lot of billionaires are getting bored because, besides cage fighting, they're going off into space, and now, of course, we all heard and learned that the submarine carrying some wealthy folks to check out the Titanic ruins not to be found. They're seeking extreme risks, extreme tourism, whether in space or underwater, or in cage fights. All these things are very dangerous sports for anyone. But of course, for billionaires, it might just be more about thrill-seeking, right? It's going to be hilarious if it actually happens. It's all over the internet, of course. And this whole video is just for the memes, the pictures, because they're hilarious. Cage fight for billionaires. Who would have thought? This is so funny. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Smash like if you haven't. Please do subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.